Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Frank White Friday. If you live in the United States, as I do, there is one primary topic of conversation, and that is the presidential election, which has changed dramatically in less than 1 month. The momentum has shifted back and forth, and we're moving ahead with very little time left before the November election. And of course, the media, both traditional and non-traditional, has been covering the candidates' positions on every possible issue. However, the one topic I'd like to hear them talk about, they don't, or it doesn't get covered. I'm not sure which, and that is space policy. So we're kind of left to guess what their policies would be. When it comes to former President Trump, we know he created the Space Force, and he seems proud of that. We know that he welcomes the support of Elon Musk, and I don't know, but Musk may have some influence over his thinking about this topic. The little I recall about his first term, it was very much an America first, America leadership space policy. But that's about it. So we don't know much about what he will do if he's elected. And then Vice President Harris comes from an administration that's been broadly supportive of NASA and the Space Force and commercial spaceflight. So we could assume that policy will continue. And we do know that Vice President Harris was, like many vice presidents before her, the chair of the National Space Council. And she did give a talk to that group that was very good. It was well written, and she mentioned the overview effect. And perhaps it gives some insight into her thinking. I don't know. Maybe it was simply written for her and she delivered it well. And so we have two candidates about whom we know very little. I think the last thing I would say about Vice President Harris is she's more likely to be in favor of international collaboration than former President Trump, just by her very nature as a politician. That seems right to me. So we'll have to wait and see. I think it's not really a matter of how much money NASA gets. That has been pretty much the same year after year. Goes up, it goes down. For me, the issue is, will they see the light of moving from mission to migration and start to have a much bigger picture of what it is we need to do? Will they understand about the overview effect and what a powerful phenomenon it is that we could use to change the thinking of people on Earth? I don't know. I don't know who's advising them. And so at the moment, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Vice President Harris did give one indication of her thinking by not choosing a former astronaut to run with her. It may not be a big deal, but I would say, speaking very personally, it was a disappointment for me. Anyway, we don't have long to wait, so let's keep an eye on the elections. We can't really do much else, and see what we have in November. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.